Here's the crazy part about all this. Everyone's learning ChatGPT prompts, and there's this completely different model that I'm going to share with you in this video that's allowing people to make 10K a month with doing just simple interviews and producing documents for them. Forget about building anything. Like, that is totally off the reservation for right now. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be diagnosing businesses, finding their problems, finding their inefficiencies, and then basically pointing them towards the solutions that AI can solve. Therefore, they aren't going to be wasting that money anymore, and they're actually going to be putting more money in their back pocket, which is genuinely the only thing they actually care about. I think every business owner right now knows they need to be using AI. AI is coming at an alarming rate, and everyone is aware of it, but very few know actually where to start and what they can implement within their business. They're totally paralyzed by the options. They've heard about all this AI stuff, ChatGPT, and it's confusing because candidly, a lot of them are older. They aren't as tech forward. They are in a routine, but they also realize that AI isn't going anywhere. And if they don't adopt it, they are going to be crushed, but they're scared of adopting. And this is where you come in. You are going to be running a 2-week AI audit, and you're going to save them years of trial and error. Because what you're going to do is you're going to come in and bring your experience and say, hey, these are the things that AIs can solve for. And they are going to pay you a premium for this. You are not going to be doing this for free. You see, you're not even going to be selling the implementation side. Like, you can if you are tech savvy, but you're actually going to be selling the clarity and the confidence with regards, I know you, I know your sector, I know your industry, I know these are the inefficiencies. Here they are pointed out to you. I know AI can solve these, and I know this is the savings that you are going to have over the time horizon of you implementing these solutions. So the real question is, right, how much do you think, let's say you were to pull out 100K in inefficiencies, how much do you think someone would pay you to know where to focus first and basically get that money back? It's a lot of money, right? But here's what makes it so perfect for beginners, because you do not need to be the smartest person in the room. You just need to know how to ask the right questions. You see, the biggest myth is that you need deep AI knowledge, but think about it like this. When you helped your friend solve a problem at work, did you need a PhD to do it? Of course you didn't, right? And that's exactly the case with running an AI audit. You see, business owners are just way too close to their problems. You probably have felt this too, where it's just part of your daily routine and you can't see the wood through the trees, right? You know there is issues here, you just don't know how to solve them. You don't know what questions to ask. You don't know what AI can do. And that is really what you're going to be coming in to do. You're going to be unpacking this gap between them, which is why you don't need to be an AI expert. You're someone that comes in, you ask the right questions, you listen to them, you think strategically, you follow a roadmap, you connect the dots, and then you place this roadmap in front of them, and it becomes an absolute no-brainer. That is your total job. You are just connecting dots. You are not building a rocket ship here. You see, your beginner mind, someone who isn't an AI super nerd, is actually your biggest advantage right now, and you probably didn't know it until this video. Okay, so I'm going to give you the 4-step system that's working right now that you can go ahead and implement. See, it's not a complex methodology. It's a conversion-based process that anyone can learn in a weekend easily. So step 1 is you need a pain point interview. You need to find out what's actually broken, and you do this in 2 parts. You do it with stakeholder interviews, which are like the directors, the managers, people overseeing the work. And then you have employee interviews. These are the people that are actually doing the work. And this is where you find out what's broken and what is painful in their day-to-day life. You are then going to be mapping out all of those workflows, how they intersect, all their step-by-steps, and you're going to see where the inefficiencies lie. You are then going to be identifying the quickest wins. So these are the lowest lift for you and the highest ROI for them that you can implement almost right away. Now, like I said, you don't need to do the implementation. Trust me, there is a million people out there who've gone all in on learning all the tech side, and they are much more of a commodity than you if you understand industry inefficiencies. And then the final part is step 4 is create that 90-day roadmap that they actually follow. So these are every step they're going to be doing, all the stuff they're going to be implementing, and all the results they can expect on the other side. So at this point, you're probably thinking that doesn't sound hard, right? It's probably not harder than your current job, because it isn't. You're just holding interviews. And if you're a manager right now, you've probably held a ton of interviews. So this is an extremely easy thing for you to go ahead and implement, whether you are a beginner or more advanced. Now, you might be thinking, Andrew, how do I price something like this without sounding like I'm just winging it? So I'm going to give you the fast track, super easy way to do this, and the psychology of why it works. So the secret isn't positioning yourself as an expert. You're positioning yourself as a person who helps them avoid expensive mistakes. These are the mistakes that they've been making for a long time, remember? So imagine this, they've been going for 10 years and you find 100K of inefficiencies a year. That one single mistake has cost them over $1 million already. So you want to frame it as an AI strategy audit, not AI consulting. It just sounds less intimidating. And it also, people associate audits with being helpful for the most part, unless it's a financial one, right? So price it as a risk mitigation. And before you spend 500K on the wrong tools or the wrong implementation, because again, they want to adopt AI, they just don't know how to do it. And you're positioning yourself as someone who's diagnosing where they should implement it so that they can go get that prescription, all right? You're going to charge early doors, 1 to 3K is absolutely fine when you're first one, but all audits after you've got a first under your belt, 5K, 10K plus big firms, 100-person engineering firm, 80K all day, right? And then you're going to outsource implementation, or you can do it yourself and make a ton more money, but if you're not tech-minded, like I'm not, I outsource it. I have a team that does all of that. So you've got anywhere from minimum 1K all the way up to $80,000 for asking a few questions, no coding, no prompt engineering, nothing. And your value is preventing the costly trial and error of them implementing the wrong AI solutions for themselves and also being left behind if they implement nothing. So the real question is, where do you find these businesses that you can help? And this is the best thing about this model, I guarantee you, because you already know these people. You already know them. You have spent a long time in the working world, most likely, and these people are in your Rolodex, they're in your network. See, the beautiful thing about this model is it gets easier as you go along, not harder. See, every audit makes the next one happen faster and smoother because each audit you refine your process because you're targeting a certain industry, you have a reusable template, you get to build case studies and references, you also build your network of freelancers or you have a partnership with an agency that can actually do the implementation that you can trust. So what you'll end up doing is you have this like AI readiness packages inside of your own consulting firm. And these can be for your main primary industry. And then as you expand into other industries that you might know about, you'll have these AI readiness packages for all of these industries. And then what you're going to be doing once you've done the initial audit and then you can give implementation, you are then going to be charging retainers for being an AI advisor. This is an ongoing consultant relationship. It can also be a management of these agents that you can, again, sell off to a partnership agency and take a cut off the top. And that's how you're going to be bringing in more money. So this is how rubber's going to meet the road. And you can start making 15K, 20K, 30K a month in recurring revenue, helping businesses think clearly, have an implementation plan, and then you becoming their trusted advisor for AI. They're just going to look at you as a person who's ahead of the game, who can help spot where AI could help their business and then bring that to the table. And this is going to be this constant work coming for you. You see, 2025 is the perfect storm for this opportunity, but only if you move now. This is going to become exponentially more flooded as time goes on. And the business that figures out first will dominate the market. Think of it this way. If you help a company increase their bottom line even by 10%, which is massive for traditional businesses, for context, they have absolute pricing power over the entire industry and they will grow at an exponential rate. And you as their consultant are going to get rich right alongside them. But how do you get rich without crafting a perfect offer? See, I want you to watch this video here and learn how my Hormozi AI template is building absolute banger offers.